If you're an educator, one of the trickiest but most important parts of the job is building a real partnership with parents. It's like building a bridge between the classroom and the home. So, how do we make that bridge strong enough for every student to succeed? Well, let's dive in and figure that out.
So this is the big question, right? How do we get parents to really engage and take ownership? And look, this isn't about pointing fingers. It's about getting everyone, teachers, parents, students, on the exact same team, all pulling in the same direction.
We're going to break this down into 5 key parts. We'll start with communication, then move to using a positive approach. We'll touch on the basics like homework and cleanliness, lay out a clear school plan, and then wrap it all up with the perfect message to send to parents. Okay, first things first. Absolutely none of this is going to work without a solid foundation of trust, and you build that trust with good communication. The secret here is to make it structured, consistent, and totally respectful of everyone's time. The whole idea is to create a rhythm that everyone can count on. Those short monthly meetings, that's your face-to-face connection. Keeping a daily log gives you actual data to talk about, so it's not just about feelings. And using something like WhatsApp just for the important stuff, that shows you respect a parent's time and keeps the conversation focused. It's a system that just plain works. All right, so once you've got that communication system in place, we can really focus on the tone. Because let's be honest, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. A positive approach is your secret weapon for getting parents to lean in instead of backing away. Think about it. Instead of only calling when there's an issue, make it a habit to share the good stuff. Did a student nail a presentation or just try really hard on a project? Let the parents know right then and there. That one little thing, it changes the whole game. Parents who hear good news feel proud, and they become way more invested in being your partner. Now let's switch gears and talk about 2 daily habits that are really powerful. Visible signs of this partnership: homework and personal cleanliness. So how do you explain the why behind homework to a parent who thinks it's just busy work? Well, you can frame it like a daily workout for their child's brain. It's not about just getting it done. It's the process that cements what they learned in class. It's how learning really sticks. I love this quote because it connects something so simple, like having a clean uniform, to something so deep, their mindset. A kid who feels put together and cared for just carries themselves differently. They walk into a room with more confidence. And that confidence, it can be the difference between a kid who raises their hand and one who's afraid to even try. Okay, so we've got our communication channels down, we've got the right mindset. Now let's get practical and put it all into a clear system. A school policy where everybody knows exactly what to expect. A good policy has to be both firm and polite. It's really about matching the response to the problem, For something small like a forgotten homework assignment, a simple, soft warning note does the trick. It's a gentle nudge. But for something bigger, like a student missing a lot of school, that needs a direct phone call. It's not about punishment. It's about upholding standards with respect. And here's how you put that policy into action, week by week. Having parents sign off on homework every day creates that consistent little touch point. The weekly cleanliness check makes an abstract idea a simple routine. And that progress chart? That makes success something you can actually see, which is a huge motivator for both the kid and the parent. And here is that progress chart we were just talking about. Just look at how simple and powerful this is. In week 1, you can clearly see homework was an issue, but by week 2, boom, it's fixed. When you show this to a parent, it completely changes the conversation. It's not about blame anymore. It's just 2 people looking at the facts together and, hopefully, celebrating that progress. And finally, let's bring this all home with what might be the most important part of this whole strategy, the message. This is how you frame the partnership, not as an obligation, but as a kind of sacred trust between the school and the family. This is the message that just ties it all together. Listen to that language. It starts with respect, calling the child a trust. It sets the shared goal as building character, which is so much bigger and more meaningful than just test scores. And that right there, that's the heart of school-home synergy. It's a true partnership built on trust, cooperation, and a shared promise to help every single child thrive.